So, what do you guys want to talk about?
Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Sketching the Privateer. On a very special day, it's Mama Joe's 82nd birthday. That's right, my mother's birthday. I just got done taking her to her birthday lunch. My wife is taking her to Copeland's for her birthday dinner, so she should have a good evening. It's good to see you guys. Hope you're doing well this Friday. I know I am. I am staying busy all the time, as usual. What is new and exciting? As our good man Cody likes to say all the time, you know.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
All right, it's good to see you. Let's see who's in the chat today. Of course, we've got the hardest working mod in the business. Good old Vince, he's here.
Womack, why am I not surprised, you piece of shit?
I know, look, I hope you guys understand. That's his choice for a video, not me. You know, I don't think Womack's a piece of shit. I don't know if he's self-hating or what, but that's the video he chose to introduce himself with. But anyway, he says, "Yo, Joe he draws for money whenever time is spare. G.I. Joe is here." I don't know how the song goes. I was never a big G.I. Joe fan. I mean, I had G.I. Joes as a kid, but they were the 6-inch action figures, you know, or were they 12-inch? Were they a foot tall? They were that tall. Yeah, they're a foot tall. Yeah, posable. But they were like Barbies. You could dress them in different uniforms. You bought different uniforms for them. They were like a guy's version of Barbie. You know what I mean? You had different uniforms you put on them. My favorite play set for it was the White Tiger set. Love that one. And Awesome One comes in hot with an LFG. He says LFG. So we always have to recognize the LFG.
Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go.
All right, let's see what else is going on here. And Awesome One says, "Happy birthday, Mama Joe," and so does Vince. He even threw a piece of birthday cake in there. Yeah, we had a good lunch. We went to a local place called Gibbons that's like high-end Atmosfere and low prices, so they stay busy all the time, and it's really, really good. Let's see. Vince says, "I only had some of the small plastic figures." Bummer. He says, bummer. I didn't have everything when it came to G.I. Joe. Hell, man, they made all kinds of shit. Let's see, G.I. Joe Hero, American Hero G.I. Joe is here. That's right. That's right. All right. Well, let's get to work. We got stuff to do today. I've got to keep on this. This is one of the main reasons. 2 reasons I have this show. First of all, to kind of retroactively, copyright it. If somebody tries to steal my shit, I can just look at the folks and go, would you check out YouTube on this date? That's when I came up with it, Or that's when I publicly started doing it. I actually started writing this back in the early 2000s. But anyway, I digress. We need to go ahead and start up the Twitch broadcast so I can show you what I'm doing. And they always want you to rate the broadcast when you first come on. Don't get people rating your stuff too much, Twitch. From what I understand, most people that are fans of the platform are kind of upset with you these days. The CEO, as a matter of fact. Camelot, by the way. If you're not following Camelot, you should. I think it's 331. Cody, the guy that's a race car driver and everything. His opening of his live streams, he's got this crazy Twitch video that's obviously AI generated about the Twitch CEO and, security issues at the friggin' con and everything. That's hilarious, man. It's a great one. Go ahead and start the music up. Haven't used Twitch in ages. Well, I use it to show you guys because I'm cheap and I don't want to buy a program to interface between this and my computer. I just broadcast it on Twitch, because I'm cheap. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing wrong with being frugal. The better way of saying that. Camelot, it's only a model. I hear you. I love Camelot, man. He cracks me up. He cracks me right the hell up. I love him to death, man. All right. We have got this running. Let me make sure it's not going to turn off on me in the middle of the stream. Make sure here. Make sure the settings are correct. Let's see. Display and brightness. There it is. We're all set there. Okay. So let's get the Procreate up and running, and then we'll go ahead and share it with you guys. I hope you can hear the dulcet tones of... Now, you guys want to hear something funny? This is proof that the people that do this shit for YouTube really don't know what's going on. I got a copyright strike for playing Tsunami, the title song for my brother's new album. My brother's album I got struck for. I had to wipe that song out on the replay videos to keep from getting a strike on it. Yeah, it's not a strike. Let me explain. Whenever you get these copyright warnings, some of them can keep you from being seen in certain regions, but it's nothing major. It tells you it's not a copyright strike. But what it does tell you is that if you become monetized and you don't clear this up, that video will be, there will be no monetization of that video because you've got somebody that's got a copyright hold on it, right? So, yeah, I've been playing this music and using it at the beginning of my shows and all that good stuff for several years now, right? He's been doing it, 2 years now, guys, right? He's got 6 albums out. It's the newest album that got me a warning. Maybe music a bit low. Okay, hang on. Let's see. How about there? Is that better? Probably some foreigner that struck you. Who knows? It's dumb as anyone can strike you. Well, here's the thing. My brother right away was like, how do we fix that? Because he really wants you guys to hear hear his music. It's another way for people to get exposed to it. You know what I mean? And I said I'd look into it. I'm not that worried about it. But for right now, I'm just not going to play Tsunami. You know what I mean? We'll play the other stuff from his other albums. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this up and running here. It is dumb, though. You're absolutely right about that. Oh, and I got a kickbot too. What a deal. Let's go ahead and take care of that real fast too. And I've got another way to show this now. That way you can actually see me during the show. I think that'll work better. Vince says the money from the video would go partially to the copyright owner. The one that filed it. Yeah. I got you. I understand what you're talking about. As I understand it, it can demonetize your shit completely. You know. So, who knows? I don't really know. But we're gonna go here and by the way, if you're ever wondering what this one is, this is just an AI picture that I had generated, and I did it just for thumbnails and stuff, you know. But this is Foxy, and I actually used a face-changing software to put her face on it, and then I colored it through another. I use like 2 or 3 different friggin' programs to do this. I think I've told you several times, I do all this on my phone, and I brought it in here, and I can't remember what kind of editing I was going to do with it, but here it sits, you know. Anyway, let's see. What we got going on here? All right, we're on page 8. That's where we're at. We were working on the chick last time. So let's go ahead and we'll hit the time-lapse video so you guys can see the work I've done on it so far. I've got a couple of things I got to do here in the meantime anyway. But yeah, how's your week been, guys? Let me know in the chat. Love yakking with the chat when I'm doing this and seeing what's going on. Let's see, make sure I've got all my stuff. Oh, I know the one I need. There's a couple of them I need. Let's see. I think I just sent them over. Yeah, I did. So I can download those, and I'll just... They're thumbnails, guys. I was a little bit behind today because I took Mom to lunch, you know. So, but anyway, you see there, we had the girl at the beginning of it that just didn't look right. Right? And then we had... let's see. Save. No. That's not what I want to do. I messed up. Hang on. Ah, no. What just happened? No, please tell me I didn't just get rid of that. Please. Oh, no. But that's all right. We're going to get there. Believe me, we're going to get there. Okay. I didn't mess anything up. All right. Cool. All right, so we got that one, and then I need... Let's see. I need the next one. Yeah, there we go. And boom. Okay, so we're good to go for that. And I'll take care of that at the end of the show. All right, so you saw what I did there. I went ahead and most of the show last time was me fixing the girl, which meant I erased 90% of her and redid her, right? Now she looks mucho better. Now I think what we said we were going to do was we were going to go ahead and work on... Yeah, I see what it is. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, first of all, let's make sure we're on the right layer. Got it. And then we're going to make sure we got the right pencil. Got it. We're going to start by erasing the hand. This is the part I wanted to fix this week. I'm going to erase some of her butt too. Okay. So, let's start over here. First of all, let's get her belt in there. And this is actually going to be... Let's go ahead and finish all this up. It's going to be... It's not a super tight shirt, so it's a little bit baggy. We need some folds in here. It's fine. And then we've got the belt. Alright. Now we've got the buttocks. And then we're going to have his hand coming in right here. his thumb's going to come around that way and be covered by the pants and the knee part there. So he's grabbing her thigh, basically. And look, guys, if you don't get fingers right and stuff, it ends up looking really, really bad. So we want to get this right. Even if you have to sit here and model your own hand. It'd be this one. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm messing up. So let's see, what are you guys saying in the chat there? Let me take a look. Awesome one says these foreigners create fake companies and use them to steal people's works for themselves. About 15 years ago, there was an epidemic of bots on YouTube that would strike your videos. I'm seeing that on Facebook too. I see a lot of Arabic titled companies striking my videos and stuff. Foxy makes me think of a tiger instead of a fox. Well, she doesn't have black stripes, but that's the colorings a fox has. Its chest and belly are white. Sorry, that's just the way the coloring works on a fox. Let's see. Sailor Grandma, yeah, right. Well, she's not supposed to look the greatest in the world. This page will take longer than Fraga releasing Pineapple Express comic. Laugh out loud. Yeah, it's going to take me a long time. What can I tell you, man? I don't do this all day long like those guys do. The hand placement looked good, just a little bit large. You think? We'll look at it. Sadly, Fraga never released as he got shaking in his hands, so he couldn't draw much anymore. I don't even know who Fraga is. You guys can fill me in on the lore in the chat. Typical Joe only focuses on white parts. Okay, sure. Let's see. Let's go back and see how the hand looked. So maybe I just got to fix her butt. Maybe that's what I got to do. Yeah, that does look all right. You're right. You're right. It does look good. And it is a little bit big. So let's try and do some razzle dazzle, shall we? Let's see. Here, let's do this. No. Let's see. Oh, no, that's adding. No. Okay, no, we don't want to do that. Yikes. Okay, now. Try this again, but we want to copy and paste this time. Let's see what it does when I do this. Oh my god, it got rid of everything else. No. See, we're learning on the fly here, folks. I want to copy and paste, so let's see, automatic, no. Maybe I have to turn the color fill off. Is that what it is? Okay, let's try that. Here it is. Copy. And then let's paste. First of all, let's go ahead and erase it. What in the hell? Oh, it's already created. Okay, I messed that up. Okay, hang on. See right here on the top right? I need to switch to the ink one and then erase there. I'm kind of flying blind here. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and turn off the copied layer. Make sure I got everything. Okay, now let's go ahead and turn this one back on. And what we'll do is we'll make it a little bit smaller. Let's see. I think we can do that. Yeah, there we go. I mean, just that little bit, I think, really makes a difference, man. Okay. So let's take that. And then we'll merge down. Let's see. Merge down. Boom. Okay, now it's part of the same thing. Now we just fix the lines, right? I still think she needs more butt, though. I think that's where we're kind of messing up here. Ah! Set erase. Sorry guys, I'm kind of concentrating here. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay. And actually, let's go ahead and make this leg come out to about here, because really that leg's going to be resting on his wrist, right? You know, his forearm, so we really don't have to cut that one off too much. And then we can take this tool here, turn the color fill back on, put it on automatic, and then just now we're done there. Okay, much better. That looks much better. Much better. Mo better. Mo better blues, as they like to say. Mo better blues. What we got here? Lord Doth, good to see you. He said, let's frack and go. Well, we know what you're saying. We know exactly what you're saying.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
It's good to see you, Lord Doth. Good to see you. Let's see. Vince is pointing up to let me know. And then he says, a comic book artist that never let his customers know he couldn't complete a book because he was ashamed of his hands not working as well anymore. Oh man, I wouldn't be ashamed of that. Of course, you guys know I just turned 60. I embrace my age. I'm not. That's a vanity thing, I would imagine. I just don't understand that one. By the way, I keep forgetting to turn this on. Vince trying to remind me to turn the scroll on during the shows. You guys, if you want to support the channel, always go by JoesAtmosfere.com. You can put in an order for a commission. I do pencil sketch portraits. I can't get it to you by Christmas, though. It's past time for that. But if you want to get a commission done, you can. And just put in your order, and I'll get with you about the pictures and stuff and get it done, whatever you need to get done. And then also you can go by my Subscribe Star page. You get to see everything, all the behind the scenes work on the comic book and stuff about me and the channel and everything. And also you can go by Amazon Kindle Atmosfere Comics on Amazon Kindle. There's already the Privateer issue 0 up. You know, it's just a teaser with the first 5 inked pages. No dialogue, nothing like that. Just like what you're seeing here, black and white ink. It's only $1. I was gonna put it out there for free, but those pesky capitalists at Amazon want server money. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Anyway, thanks, Vince. Try and remind me to put this up from now on, will you? Let's see. He says, hashtag Deadpool. What does Amazon say? He says, Deadpool lost money, Solo lost money, LFG. Oh my God, he throws in an LFG. What the hell?
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Hashtag Deadpool. No Deadpool movie has ever lost money. Let's see. And Christian is here. What's up? Bonjour, everybody. It's been a while. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. We're working on stuff. The Capital Zone, yes. Okay. All right, so I have fixed my concerns. The only other concern I've got with this, and it, you know what? It's not a big one, but artists can't get enough of perfecting their own work. I didn't make her boot top long enough over here. It needs to mirror what the other one does, you know? So, there we go. Got that fixed up. Now, what I need to do now is start detailing this. Of course, his stance is he's going to be just getting up, so his leg is going to be out this way, right? And then the other leg is going to be down on the ground, right? Or bent a little bit towards the ground. And then we've got, of course, the jacket. That's one thing I got to do. I got to do the jacket. Okay, so the jacket is right here. That's the collar. All right, it's a trench coat. So it's going to be wrinkled in towards her. Right? And then that's going to be around his legs, so. Plus he's got the cape coming out the back, right? Just to give you guys a feel. Hang on, I'll show you. See, that's why you do character sketches at the beginning. When you start doing this stuff, you don't start it right away. What you got to do is start with character sketches, stuff like this, to get the different nuances of the uniform together. You know what I mean? I've always got to remember he's got the split cape, right? And he's got the 13 colonial star circle on the back, right? So I always got to remember that. So when we're doing this, I have to put those details in there. Now notice the difference between this right here, or hell, we'll just concentrate on this one right here. We're working on this panel right here, right? Okay, so notice this just looks like lines and nothing else. No shading, no nothing, right? Where the other pages, like this one in particular, there's a whole lot of shading in that, right? You can tell where the light source is and everything, right? So we want this one. We want to do the same thing with this one, right? So, first thing I got to do here, guys, is I've got to fix this hand, because it looks like he's got a cut-off glove on, and that would not be the case. Yeah, I want to show the knuckles and everything, but those are just going to be creases, really, right? We're gonna attach those. Thusly. And actually, I think we'll take that. Actually, let's go back. Put that back in. And I like that top one, that's okay. But this one here, what we want to do is leave the knuckle on the top and get rid of it on the bottom. believe that's what we want to do on this one. And then what we want to do is shade just a tad bit. Bottom of the finger. And that looks really chopped, didn't it? I really chopped those lines pretty bad. Let's go ahead and clean that up. Alright, put some shading down here. It's not supposed to be separated like this, you know what I mean? This is his knuckles. It's not a glove. And then that's the bottom of the pistol. Now, let's see. The bottom of that's going to be black. Okay, so let's take this. Let's bring it out to about here. Go ahead and fill that in. And then let's take... Actually, that pistol bottom's going to be a lot bigger than that. Let's go ahead and put the pistol bottom in there. And his hand is going to wrap around that, so there's going to be a bit of shadow here. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. Thusly, I like that a lot better. That looks a lot better. Okay, what are we talking about here? He already got his LFG. You mean he got me to do it twice? Awesome one. What are we going to do with you? He says Deadpool budget came out. It was about 550 million, so they basically broke even. Oh, so what you're telling me is it didn't lose money. I'm just messing with you, man. I don't know. I don't keep on that up on that stuff that close. Take a break to clean your rear lights. Took a break to clean my rear lights. Dude, he is a truckin' summer gun. Christian is a truckin' summer gun. Awesome one says, Roxanne, don't put on your red light. Actually, I know that song. Roxanne, you don't have to put out the red light. Those days are over. You don't have to sell your body to the night. Yeah, I know that song. Of course, it doesn't go with this piece of awesomeness that is Shark and Pearls, but yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Or give him character and have him missing his pinky. No, he's already missing an eye. What do you want? You want me to give him a peg leg too? I mean, we could get totally fucking just all into the pirate motif. You know, I was thinking maybe you get his leg blown off at some point in the book and give him a peg leg that shoots shit and stuff like that. That'd be cool. Let's see. Have to check out the Fleetwood Mac stream. Now he's talking to Christian right now. Christian did a Fleetwood Mac stream. I wish I could have been there for it, man. I'm sorry, dude. That's when me and my brother get together. But yeah, man, we could always do that. We could have the privateer lose appendages and stuff. You know what I mean? But I don't want to do it right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Remember. Basically, and I'm going to show it on here and just get rid of it. There's your light source. Top right-hand side, right? So, we always got to remember that when we're doing this. So, the bottom of his hand is going to be shaded in pretty good. And we're going to have some dark stuff underneath. All right. Bottom of the sleeve. All right. Bottom of the gun. Now let's just extend these lines. That's all we got to do with this. Make sure they're in tight. Make sure that's in tight, right? And then we'll take the fill-in tool and hit that. Now here's my question. You guys tell me this. Oops. What? Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Back out. Back out. Back out. Okay. Screwed that up. Well, let's try that again. But this time let's turn it off by the time we're done. Okay. Now, what do you guys think? Should I go ahead and fill in that side of the hat completely black, or should I do this? Let me just go ahead and get that one part colored. Okay. So, should I completely blacken that side of the hat, or should I use shading marks? Like that. Which looks better? What do you think? Because right here I can actually give it more contour like this. Show that it's kind of rolled, you know what I mean? Now I think this part, let's see. Let's see. Uh-oh. Somebody is calling, and I can't answer it. Sorry, guys. This is on my iPad, so it's going off. I'm going to have to... First of all, let's check and see what's going on here. Was talking about the sailor with the fingerless glove. Oh, yeah. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, early Fleetwood Mac, Christian said, for sure. How early? Did you do it before Buckingham and Nix? Is that what you did? Because, you know, that totally changed their sound. Yeah, I'm going to have to go watch that. See how much he covered. Also, the flames would create another light source. Yes, absolutely. You're right. Hash it, in my opinion. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yep. 1967 to 1972. 72. Yeah, that's before Buckingham and Nix, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Cool, man. Cool. All right. Yeah, I like the hash on this one too. And you're right. The fire behind them would give it another light source, right? Okay, so let's see what we got here. All right, so the back of his sleeve's going to be a little bit dark. Now I think we do the exact opposite here. I think it's so close that we're not going to use hashing here. We're going to go ahead and fill that in on the inside of the hat. I'm so glad I got that figured out. Okay, and then... Ooh, I see something else I got to fix on this. But we'll get to that. I want to keep going from left to right. Okay, so... I think we're going to go ahead and make the back side of this black too. Yeah, I think that's going to work. The underside as well. Thusly. Let's go with the bottom of the barrel being black too. But we've got to do something to make that look round, right? We gotta actually, I think we got too much black on that. Let's go ahead. Okay, so what we're going to do with it is we're going to take it. We're going to put some hashes down this way to give it a little bit of a rounded feel, right? The other one's just flat, so there's going to be none of that curve in there. But there you go. All right, let's see what we're talking about here. Peter Green, Jeremy Spencer, and Danny Kerwin era. Nixon Buckingham became in 1975. Yes, sir. That's what I was wondering. That I know what the ears are and everything. Yeah. When you do Buckingham and Nix, I may have to cancel my brother's show, because that's my shit. Love that stuff. Dude, when I was a kid, there's two women I was in love with. Linda Ronstadt and the rock and roll witch, Stevie Nicks. Oh my God, Stevie Nicks. Oh, smoking. Thoughts on Netflix got Warner Brothers? I mean, AT&T had them at one point. You know? Yeah, Christian, you know what I'm talking about, man. I was in love with that woman, dude. Let's see. Yeah, it's just another company. You know, I listened to Midnight's Edge this morning, and they were talking about this is another step towards getting rid of theaters. And I don't think we're ever going to get rid of theaters, but I think those guys were talking about it in the lens of there being less theaters and it costing more to go to movies. And I think we're already leaning in that way. I think that they're changing the way they produce stuff now. And they're really making it for your television at home when they make damn near everything. The only guys that are making it for the theater now are like Cameron with Avatar. I mean, even though I'm not a big Avatar fan, if I'm going to watch it, I want to go see it in the theater. You know? That's where you need to see that movie. It's made for that. The Odyssey movie. I know a lot of people take issues with with the casting of it and all that stuff, including Elliot Page and all that shit. I don't care. Christopher Nolan has never made a movie that was all out bad, in my opinion. I think his worst movie, which for me is Tenet, is still a good flick. And it's amazing the stuff he achieves with practical effects. It is dynamite. I mean, just watch Tenet and look what he did with that final scene where one army's running, it's two armies, and one side is running in one direction, the other side is going backwards. The entire scene is like that. It's bizarre, the stuff he was able to do in that movie, and he did it completely with choreography and running stuff backwards, some of it. It's amazing. It's amazing what Nolan does, and I'm going to go see every one of his movies in the theater. I mean, when Tenet came out, it was the COVID era. Everybody was in lockdown. And some places, some movie houses were open, and one of them was our independent movie house here at home called the Robinson Film Center. Look them up, man. They're a nonprofit, great organization. And I think, towns are going to, major cities like mine are going to have one or two theaters, and that's it. That's what we're down to now. We've got two theaters. I've seen, about 6 movie theaters closed down in this place since I was a kid. And there's only 2 going now. One at the Boardwalk and one in Shreveport. And they're both multiplexes. And one of them is the ones with the fucking reclining seats and everything, right? That's what we call the adult theater, and then you've got the boardwalk, which has got the regular seats. And I call that the kiddie theater. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's see. Lifelong crush is Chrissy Hines from the Pretenders. I hear you, Christian. Yeah, that's a good one to have. I had several, man. Some of them rock and roll girls were really pretty, man. Why is it, though, half the chicks I'm in love with end up being, you know, batting for the wrong team? You know what I'm saying? Scissoring, as our guy says. You know, and the first one that I dug that ended up that way was Christy McNichol, and then another one was Joan Jett, right? A lot of people were in love with Joan Jett. Steven Spielberg is also a must-see in theaters. Yes, he's another guy that that's because they shoot these things for a 16:9 theater screen. You know, they're using the entire screen to tell the story. Spielberg was not any longer. I mean, he's getting old. He doesn't even need to be making movies anymore. I mean, they get to a certain age. Just look at Scorsese, some of the stuff he's put out lately. I mean, it's okay, you know. Vince says, there is a sell-by date for directors. Yes, there is. What's our guy's name? Ridley Scott. He needs to stop. He needs to stop. He really does. Let's see. See Spielberg, Carpenter, Cameron, Scorsese, and others. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Fucking scissoring. That's right. Fucking scissoring. I love that, man. Does he still use that video? I haven't watched this stuff in a while. I really haven't. I'm into more. I'm watching. Of course, it's football season, so I'm watching less video. I'm watching more football stuff. You know that. But yeah, it's okay. So his hair is going to be darker on this side. So we're going to put some shading in here. All right. And this back here is just going to go black completely underneath his ear. Maybe show some of the lapel here. And then make that black right there. But this isn't going to be completely back because some of that's toward the sun, right? And then we'll have a shadow, thusly. And then where it wrinkles underneath his armpit there, we're going to see a shade in here. Bottom of her legs, shaded. Bottom of his hands. Right. And then, yeah, bottom of her rear end there. It's going to be shaded too. His leg's going to have a shade on it from her being on it. Right? I'm just doing the black right now, and then I'll worry about the hash marks and stuff. Oh my gosh. Of course, my tool's in the way. No, not that tool, you sickos. Alright, let's see. Now, this is his jacket. How did I decide I was doing that? Yeah, that's his leg. So let's go ahead and bring that down this way. And that'll be shaded too because of her. Go ahead and shade that. Oh, we're getting close to time, aren't we? Yeah, that looks good. And then I think we're going to have his jacket come across his leg this way. And drape. And that'll be dark. Now we want to see, okay, we've got We've got his split cape here. Maybe the underneath side of that darkened up just a little bit. Just to give you a visual on it, let me go ahead and start a color layer. And then we'll move that underneath this. Come on. Hang on. Get rid of the keyboard. Okay. That'll be right in there. So, wait, you can't do that. You can't just jump and use that color. Remember, when you're doing this, you got to stick with the palette that you've got, okay? So, let's go back to the very first drawing we did of him. Let's pick up that color. Okay, we're on the color side of it. Let's go ahead and get that color. It's that color red right there. So let's go back to it. I just want to show you where the split cape is going to be. Okay, that's all I'm doing here. Let's go ahead and put this on syrup so I can color it in quick. That's where the split cape is on that side. Now we might see it down here too. From the other shoulder, right? Might see it down there too. And if we're going to do that, and yes, I'm doing all of this stuff old school looking. It's not, I don't want this looking like a brand new comic book. Okay? I want this looking old school. You guys that have read comic books all your life, you know what I'm talking about. Some would say, why would you put a line there? There's no shadow. Well, because I want everything lined out. That's why. There we go. So there's the one from the other side. And we're about there, guys. Okay. Got quite a bit done today. Quite a bit. I like it so far. It's looking good to me. We will keep rolling with this. Hopefully I can find some time this week. But then again, I've got a few local pictures I've got to do. Yeah, I just haven't had time to work on the comic book, guys. But I hope you enjoy what you're watching. Of course, like I said, stop by JoesAtmosfere.com. Stop by the Subscribe Star page. And stop by Amazon Kindle and throw down a buck and check out that 0 issue of the Privateer. Let's see what we got here. Got a few things in here. Let's see. Johnny Dome in the house. How you doing? I'm not sure if I know who you are, but it's good to have you here. He says re-release Spielberg's movies still come out, so he still gets wins. Yes, of course. Back to the Future, I think, is going to be the next one, right? It comes out next year, something like that. Wasn't Spielberg's last movie, The West Side Story, Abomination? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Absolutely. Yes, but everyone is... not everyone is perfect. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, Johnny. Some of these older directors need to just hang it up, stop, let some younger guys do it. Just produce things. Just produce. Let's see. And let's not forget, he let the studio butcher E.T., when they replaced guns with radios. Really? You said Tool. Of course I did, Christian. You know I did. You blame the studios for that, not him. Yes, absolutely. Spielberg decided to swap the agent's firearms for walkie-talkies in the 20th anniversary edition of E.T. Change of subject. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is now owned by the original writers now. Really? Didn't know that. Very cool. Spielberg says he regrets editing Guns out of E.T. re-release. Ents and Arts News, Sky News. Gotcha. Very nice. Yes. Okay, let's see. He regrets it means he didn't really want to do it, so it isn't bad on his part. Well, I mean, he did it. He did pull the trigger on it. Rock on, Arsomeone says. And since they are tunes, they could make a sequel. Oh yeah, they could make a sequel to that. Yeah. Plans on making a live action Jessica Rabbit movie and pitched it to studios. No need for Disney. Wow. Oh, unbelievable. Okay, boys and girls. I hope you're having a good time watching this stuff. A jackrabbit. Awesome one says. Yes. And still no Back to the Future remake. That's right. Don't need a Back to the Future remake. Can't go wrong with ZZ Top. No doubt. Is that what Vince is doing next? ZZ Top? Or not Vince, but Christian? Is that what he's doing next? Okay, boys and girls. Listen up. It's time to get out of here. Let me let you know what's going on with the channel. First of all, I want to thank you for being here, guys. Spread the word about the comic book that I'm working on, and show up next Friday at 1 p.m. Central and see what I'm doing. We do it every week at 1 p.m. Central Time on Fridays. Now, this evening, we're not going to have a Gaming Night with John stream, okay? There's not going to be a Gaming Night with John stream tonight. But, hang on a second. I could have sworn I had that one. I don't have that one? I thought I did. Hang on. There we go. Okay. So, oh, I see what's wrong with it. Damn it. Okay. Well, I can't put that video up, but check it out, guys. The Gaming Night stream with John is not on the... Well, I think they're doing it tonight, but they're doing another game. They're going to start Baldur's Gate next Friday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. But if I remember correctly, they're going to be playing... I saw them communicating about this. Let me see if I can find it real quick. They were talking about this somewhere. Oh, shoot. I can't remember what game they're going to play. I think it's... What's the new superhero one? That's like a Telltale game. Vince, what is that game? He played it on his own stream not too long ago. Dispatch? Is that the name of it? Dispatch? I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's Dispatch he's going to be playing this Friday. And Vince confirms, yes. That's what he's going to be playing tonight. And next Friday, they're going to start Baldur's Gate. They've already created the characters and stuff. It's just they've got some technical issues to work out. And then Martin, Knock, and John are going to be playing on Gaming Night with John on Friday nights on Pop Culture Minefield's channel. So check out John tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time. He's going to be playing Dispatch. All right? And next up after that will be Sunday. Of course, it's time for NFL pregame party Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Central Time. You guys come check it out. We'll have the results of college football's championship weekend, and we'll be talking everything week 14 of the NFL. So you guys show up 10 a.m. Central Time. Be ready to talk some football this Sunday on my channel. And then, of course, Sundays at 6 p.m. Central Time, it's time for Highlander and I to get together and the Brothers Hack the Matrix. Everything you need to know about the clown show that is 2025 through today's headlines. The Brothers Hack the Matrix every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Then Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time, it's time for Military Monday. And that's when me and Martin and Anima get together with Gary Kissel, the combat medic, and talk military movies. I was a military policeman myself when I was in, so we like to talk about military movies every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. Excuse me. And then on Monday afternoon at 4 p.m. Central Time. It's Only Talking Roll comes your way, and this week we're going to be talking Detroit Rock City. It's a little bit of an ode to the late, great Ace Frehley as we do the movie Detroit Rock City. And yes, that is Edward Furlong, the kid from the Terminator 2 movie, John Connor as a kid. That's him. He's in the movie. And you guys will be talking about it on That 70s Rock Fans channel at 4 p.m. Central Time on Monday. And then at 6 p.m. Central Time, it's time for Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. And of course, this Monday, it'll be part 10 of my first time playthrough of Mass Effect 3. So you guys come check that out at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on Monday. Then it's back over to Pop Culture Mindfield's channel on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Time as we talk about another great movie on Wednesday afternoon matinee. Martin, Anima, Gary, and myself talk a great movie every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Time. And that's 2.5 hours before I go live with State of the Atmosphere. And this week, boys and girls, get caught up on Fallout because we're going to be reviewing the entire first season of Prime's Fallout series. We're doing it in anticipation of the December 17th premiere of the second season of Fallout. So, you guys get ready for some Fallout talk. We're going to be doing the entire season, the entire first season this Wednesday, and then we're going to be doing it episode by episode every Wednesday after that until the second season is done. So you guys look forward to that at 5:30 p.m. Central Time, along with the pop culture update and the Sydney Sweeney spot. So you guys show up 5:30 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday. And that brings us right back around to here on Friday. So, for myself and the hardest working mod in the business, Mr. Vince.
Womack, why am I not surprised, you piece of shit?
Vince, of course, says, cheerio, guys and gals. See you next time. Stay nerdy, everybody, and have yourself a great night. Dispatch is the game, confirmed that he'll be playing tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time. I'm not sure if he's going to do it on Pop Culture Minefield or on his own Das Wolfen channel, but you should get notifications from both anyway, because they're both good channels. So definitely do that. He's look at this. I say Sydney Sweeney, and these guys lose their minds. Look at this stuff. Are you crazy? Just finished watching the first season. Ron says, good to see you, man. He'll be on the show talking about it. He's fired up for it. He's looking forward to it. And let's see, is that everybody? He's saying howdy to everybody. I think it's on his own channel. Yeah, I think it is too. I think he's doing it on his own channel. So definitely we want you to follow everybody's channel affiliated with the show. And when I talk affiliation, I'm talking Pop Culture Minefield for Gary. I'm talking about Das Wolfen for John. I'm talking about Ronimus TV. Believe it or not, he's going to be putting stuff out on his stuff. He's already talking to me about how to do it. So he's going to be creating some videos. You know him. It's probably going to be Star Wars stuff. Look, guys, if Ron can do anything well, it's to educate you on the lore of the extended universe. I think that's what you should do your channel on. You got such a passion for that, man. You should really start with that, doing videos of that. But anyway, follow all the channels I'm affiliated with. And until we see you guys again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.